Today, I'm going to be talking about audio engineering school. Let's jump into it. Okay guys, so like I said, today is all about audio engineering school. Now the first thing I want to tell you guys, to be an audio engineer, you do not need a degree in audio to actually be an audio engineer. You do not need to get a degree to actually build your own business, to actually mix music for people. That is something you do not need, period. Okay? So guys, the only thing that matters is if you're going to be doing audio engineering for a living, the only thing that matters is if you are good enough to actually mix a song for somebody. If you have the talent to do that. That's the only thing that matters if you're going to be an audio engineer. Okay? Now, there's a lot of other things that matter too. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through a list of things that you need to actually be good at to become an audio engineer. Okay? Okay guys, so here is number 1. Do you have the talent? Do you have the talent to actually become an audio engineer? Like let's say you get sent some tracks from a client, but the client asks you, oh, can you add this to the mix? Do you have that talent to actually record that instrument? Do you have that talent to actually add this to the mix? Do you have that? So guys, that is number 1 thing you need to become an audio engineer. Let me tell you the next thing you need, okay? All right, number 2, do you have good results? Do you have the good results that you get when you mix music? Like you want your portfolio to be out there. You want people to know that, oh, like you want your name to be out there. You want to be like, oh, I sent this mix to this guy and it came out sounded amazing. And I got great results out of it using this guy. That's what you want to hear from other people. So let's say you get a mix and then it turns out sounding amazing and that's how you get the good results. You want those. So guys, make sure that when you're an audio engineer and you're mixing music, whatever you mix and whatever comes out of your studio, you get good results and that it sounds good. Okay? Number 3, do you understand the gear? An audio engineer has to be able to walk into any recording studio and actually understand the gear. You should be able to walk up to a board, a big mixing board, and understand every single knob on that board. You should be able to walk up to any outboard gear and go up to it. Like at Waves Audio gear, you should be able to walk up to a Warm Audio 73 mic pre and actually dial in the tone, dial in the settings that you need to be able to create and craft that sound. You should be able to work on any DAW. These are things that you need to be able to do to understand the gear and literally know how to use it. Okay? You should be able to walk into any studio and be able to do that. Number 4, do you understand the song? Now, clients are going to come into your recording studio and they're going to give you tracks. And it happens all the time. You have to be able to answer questions on the fly and being like, okay, I think we should do this with the song, you know? And you should be able to understand the song, whatever client, you know, gives you. You have to understand it. Because if you don't, then they're going to look at you and be like, okay, I don't know if I really trust this guy to mix my music, you know? Like, I'm a professional artist. I need the music to be good, right? So make sure you're understanding every piece of music that you're working on. Number 5, do you understand the music, right? You need to be able to have the skills and understand the music. Like when you're mixing, you have to have the ears, you have to have, you know, everything open so that you know what you're working on. So let's say, you know, like you don't understand something, you know, it's going to be hard to get out of it. So you have to understand the music, you have to understand the sound, you have to understand the frequencies to actually mix that song and get it to where you want it to sound. okay? And number 6, do you understand the craft? Now, what I mean by this is, do you have the skills to be an audio engineer? Do you have the skills to walk into a studio and know exactly what to do? Do you have those skills? That is a question I literally ask myself sometimes, is, do I have the skills? And the thing is, I have studied music for so long and mixing and everything that I'm at that point where I can do it. So guys, literally, you need these skills. Ask yourselves these questions, because to get into the audio engineer world and to be a music producer, these are all things and all these questions you need to be asking yourself. Okay? Okay, guys, now let's say you have all these skills, right? You have the mixing, you have the recording, you know how to mix a mixing board, right? Now, here's the thing. When you first get a job in a recording studio, you're not going to be working right on the board. You're not going to be going in there and mixing the songs right away, you know? Because the thing is, you have to work your way up. That's the way it works in a recording studio. The way it works is, when you get a job in a recording studio, you don't mix the songs right away. The way it works is, you're going to be like an apprentice. So what that means is, you're going to be going in and going on like coffee runs, getting lunches, that type of stuff. So it's kind of like being an assistant, okay? And the more you do that, the more you work your way up. And the higher you get in your job, that means once you get higher up and you rank higher up, then you start to becoming more of an audio engineer. You start working with the gear more. You start working on the board more, okay? Because they know you have the skills, but you have to prove yourself to them, okay? So you're just going to, when you first get there, you're just going to be an apprentice. You're going to be an assistant, running coffee, getting lunches, cleaning, that type of stuff. But as you stay there and work your way up, you start to work with the gear more. You start to work with artists more. And that's the way it works. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion on audio school right now. My honest opinion, and this is my opinion on it, you do not need it. That is my honest opinion on audio school for you guys, okay? Now, I'm not saying that audio school does not help, because it does. Audio school is 100% great, okay? And I highly support those who want to go to audio school. Now, I'm just saying that this is my opinion on it, that you don't really need it. But if you guys can afford to go to audio school, I 100% support that. Then literally I say go for it. Follow your dreams, go to audio school, because it is a great thing and it is a great place to learn to be an audio engineer. But to me, where I'm coming from and the way I learned how to record and mix, you don't need it, okay? So let me tell you why. Now, you have to remember, I did not go to audio school. I taught myself everything I know about recording and mixing. I learned online. I learned by reading books. I learned by teaching myself everything about recording and mixing. And now what I'm doing is I'm teaching you guys about mixing and recording. And I did not go to school for it. So this is why, to me, I believe that audio school, it is 100% great. Trust me. If you can afford it, then go. But to me, I say that you don't need it, but I highly support those who want to go, because it will literally help you. Okay? So guys, I want you to know and I want you to understand that I'm not trying to stop you guys from going to audio school. I want to help you guys, and I want you to understand that this is where my opinion on it. Now, what I'm trying to get to you guys about is that audio school, it is a lot of money, it is a lot of time, and it's also, if you go to audio school, you're not going to get right out of audio school into a recording studio. You're not going to go right into a recording studio and start mixing and working with artists. You're going to become an intern, like I talked about, which means you're going to be doing coffee runs, you're going to be cleaning, picking up wires. Those are the types of things that you're going to be doing. You're not going to be mixing, you're not going to be recording. Those are the things you're going to be doing, and you have to work your way up. Then on top of that, you have to pay internship. And you have to pay your student loans too for audio school. So to me, I learned everything I know about mixing and recording offline, and I am now teaching you guys on it. So this is my opinion. Audio school, you don't need it, but if you want to go, I highly support you going 100%. If you can afford it, go for it. I highly recommend it, and I highly support it. Okay? I'm not saying don't go. If you want to go for it. It will help you out a lot. Okay, guys, so I hope this video helped you guys out a lot, and I hope I taught you guys about if you want to go to audio school or if you don't. Guys, it is totally up to you. And guys, if you want to go to audio school, like I said, I highly support that 100%, guys. I hope you learned a lot today in today's video, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and literally thank you guys so much. We are at 553 subscribers, guys. I know we can get to 600 real soon, guys. So hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's get to 600, guys, and keep building this channel all the way up to 1,000. Thank you guys for all your support. Keep making great music, and I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys then.